What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about two different stocks for the answer: HON, Honeywell, and TWLO. I think it's TWLO, but HON and TWLO are the stocks we're going over. So HON looks like it wants to go lower. It does. You are in a broadening top pattern, technically, right? Because move up, it's a broadening top pattern. A megaphone, as some people would call it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would think you definitely will move down again. Now, here's the deal. With megaphone patterns, they're known to have 5 legs in them, okay? And that's why I was counting 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see it, right? If you don't know what I mean by legs, here's what I mean. Here's your top where you form the pattern, right? Here's the mouth hole to the megaphone. Here's your megaphone right here, right? Just like that, okay? It has 5 legs in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, generally speaking, okay? And generally speaking, with megaphones, the 5th leg is the one that determines your breakout point, right? Let's see. Maybe I want to do it more like that. Something that's a little tighter, something like that. You can see it's broadening. With the 5th leg, you don't generally touch this line if you're going to break out upwards. If you do touch it, you probably break out lower. So look for that. That's what they call a partial decline, I think, or a partial. It's not a partial rise. That'd be a partial decline. Partial rise would be if it failed to meet this line up here, and that would be a bullish indication. And because it's your 5th leg, I would think that you would move up higher. Broadening tops are neither bearish nor bullish. They are neutral patterns. I think they technically have a more statistical probability to break out to the upside, but nonetheless, I would think something like this, you could stand to see a double bottom here or a slightly lower low, something that's around $188, potentially at $190, somewhere within that range. But lower nonetheless is where I do think you're going. I do, because 1, 2, 3, 4, you've got a 5th leg to go. That's my genuine opinion. And if you don't see this partial decline and you see this, does that mean you're going to break that to the downside? No, you still could break to the upside, but generally with these bullish moves, you don't hit the descending trend line. So, and this one's kind of speculative. It's hard to say how it should be drawn. You know, would it be better drawn like this? Like, I don't know, maybe. You know, but at which case then you could go a lot lower and still break up higher. You know, that actually does look pretty clean, I'm not gonna lie. So maybe that is the better line. It's hard to say with stuff like this. So but absolutely you could break out to the downside too. We're gonna have to look at the RSI levels and see what it all means. But nonetheless, I do think you want to move lower. When I say we're gonna have to look at those, I mean when that happens, not now. We don't know what it looks like yet. Rejecting the 236, not a good look. I kind of would think you'd move to your 618 based off these fibs. I would think you'd want to move to 188. That makes sense, right? We had that target already. 185. That would kind of make sense as well. And you could find support there, man. Finish this broadening pattern, find support down here, and then move up out of that. That could be it, man. That really could be. That's a nice area to find support at. You've got, you know, right there, previous areas of support right here as well. So I don't know, 188, 185, I think that's where you're bound for. And then maybe you're going to move up. That's HON. Let's talk about TWLO. Okay, solid move down. Accumulation range, yes. I like the ascending lows with the flat top. Beautiful. It's an ascending triangle look for sure. Yeah, you had a very big move down here. Okay. A lot of volume. That's not encouraging. I don't like to see that, but it's you still haven't done anything to break the structure. It could be a shakeout. Technically, you have bullish divergence between these lows. Went up higher. Nice. Let's do this. You've got good things and bad things going on, man. The overall price structure looks nice. The fib structure does not look nice. Conflicting. In a sense, if you close below the 786 on a weekly basis, you close below about $44.50 on a weekly basis. Let's see what the actual number is. 44.41. Or if you can close above the 618 on a weekly basis, 73.11, I would think up, or I would think down. And you might have things signaling that you would break below this if we break this higher low structure. So even before we get to the 786, you might notice that we break the structure. That could be a warning that we are in fact going to go lower. And where would we go if we were to go lower? We'd probably see prices at $34 to $27 in a relatively short amount of time, right? That would imply that this is an overall move down. This is your consolidation phase. You have a lot more to go. You might see new all-time lows with that kind of move. I'm not calling for this to go down. I'm just giving you if-thans, because if it goes down, that's what you're going to see. But if it goes up, if you end up going up, you're probably going to move back up to this 382 area at about $146. You're at 57 now. I like the 618 at 182, 69 at 216, yeah. That's a very big move without any solid retracement. And this really does, for what it's worth, like on a price action basis, it is an accumulation range. It really does. And this kind of looks nice to that $100 level, $180, $220 level. It does look pretty nice. I don't mind the RSI. It looks like it likes to be stronger than it likes to be weaker, but this last week here is a pretty bad week to have. But hey, last time you had a bad week, that was near the bottom, right? Last time you had a bad week, even remotely like that, that was near the bottom as well. I guess here this was near the top, but different circumstances. I have a feeling you move up. All in all the beating around the bush to say I have a feeling you move up. I really like the price structure. I want to say you move up, but I can be proven wrong if you break this price structure, right? If you close below these lows, if you get below really like $50 on a closing basis, on a daily basis, you likely will potentially see new all-time lows, man, because that's not a good move coming into this consolidation to mess with. Like that could set you up for a lot lower lows. And sure, it's probably not a straight line down. You probably find some turbulence in this area. You might even find support in this area, but 57.70 all the way down to like $30 to $20, that's a big drop from here, man. Or lower, that's a big drop. So hopefully you don't do that. I'm not under the impression you will, but let's see. Time will unfurl things. Let us know. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. I really do appreciate all of you who do that. Thank you all for coming. If you liked the video, hit that like button. I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.